guys, Dr. Anderson here. I'm here with Buzz and Debbie. They come from Georgia and they've been here for 2 weeks. I think they've really enjoyed it here. And they have a really interesting story. It actually goes back quite a ways. I just realized this a couple minutes ago as we were talking because they're getting ready to go back to Georgia. And he's out 2 days after the last leg we did for his restless legs. And if you are new to this YouTube channel, understand I do surgeries for restless legs. So we really think a lot of this is mechanical, that it can be, for most people, nothing more than tight tunnels in the lower extremity. And so, and I always say it's mechanical. I mean, if the symptoms are in the legs, why can't the problem be there? And that's how we look at it here. So, whatever's on your mind, Buzz,
Sure.
and Debbie, I'll let you kind of take over and tell us about your story and how you're doing.
My dad had restless legs before people called it restless legs. And I, about 35 years ago, began to have pretty bad night experiences of just not knowing, but they were like they were vibrating, or worms crawling up my legs, or a low voltage electrical thing going on. And we began medication probably a decade ago. And one of my big goals is to get off of as much of that as possible very soon, little by little. But this procedure, even this morning lying in bed, the fact that they weren't vibrating, and I could relax, was heavenly.
And how long did you sleep last night?
Well, 7 hours, which is a
7 hours,
which is a big deal.
Nice.
But we've been on quite a journey because I've been watching these videos for 4 or 5 years.
Wow.
And I got very excited. But I'm not the medical person in our family. My wife is a lifetime physical therapist, and I misexplained what was happening. And she thought that you would cut open the nerve sheath. Because I didn't know enough to explain it well. And I finally called you and got an appointment by Zoom. And when you explained it, what you actually do, Debbie said, "Oh, well, then let's do that." Because she wasn't very excited about us coming out to do anything. She was afraid of what could go wrong. So when she got on the book,
you read the book.
Read the book.
I read the book.
Yeah.
And
excellent.
Met with you on Zoom, the three of us. And you know, you and I connected. I don't know if you remember, but you know, it's like compartment syndrome. You know, I was involved with that in my career, and just releases and fascia.
Same lingo.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, the lights went on.
And you felt like he was identifying more below the knee symptoms, which
is
he does
more
have
ideal.
hamstring symptoms as well. But there was enough lower leg that we really felt like this could be significant, and we are very excited.
Yes.
Good.
But 2 years ago, you said to me on a phone call, "I don't think this is going to help you if you're experiencing all this above the knee." And I was so bummed. And I began to pay attention to my calves and began to realize a lot's going on down there. So,
and that's one thing that I found that sometimes I think in healthcare, and a lot with restless legs, sometimes people are never asked really probing questions. And so and it's hard with nerves because it can be all over the place. So, and it's hard for people to kind of localize and identify this sometimes. One thing I found too is when people are on drugs, this is kind of a random comment I'm going to add in. I have found recently that some people that are helped a lot with their medication, if it makes the symptoms more localized in a smaller spot, like even around their knee, something like that. But then they have to go off the medication or taper back, and then it expands more. It's just interesting. I don't know why or whatever, but it's just sort of an interesting thing. So I've had people do that to better identify where it's all coming from sometimes. So,
One part of your feeling this morning, or some realization, is that your legs are quieter.
Oh, yes.
You still have your brain's still going.
Yeah, talk about that a minute.
Yeah, so I'm so used to being up at night. And the worst time for me was like 7 to 9, and I'm up usually kicking my legs because my legs won't let me sit down. But now that's not as prevalent. My brain is still used to that. So it's going to take a while for my brain to kind of make new pathways. To realize that there's a whole different way of living.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you guys. You
I'm
guys,
so grateful.
yeah. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
You
We're
guys,
hopeful
yes.
and already feel the improvement in your objective measurements, which were very important.
That was so helpful. The objective.
Explain that.
Subjective, one, how does it feel? But when you begin to do the testing of sharpness on both legs at different points, and I realized, I don't have great nerve response there.
Exactly.
And it was better after the procedure.
Exactly.
And so the objective measurement and the data was very helpful.
Yeah, so you can see and feel there's change in nerve function, which is very cool. Right.
Yeah.
All right, that's very cool. I really appreciate it. You guys have been excellent. Thank you so much.
Grateful.
And I can see it as you're grateful.
Yes.
I can feel it coming across the room here, but I'm really happy to work with you. You guys have been really a nice couple to work with. And I might want to scan down here, but this is what he's going to wear back to Georgia. There's 3 little incisions here. One's there, and one's over on the inside. So, but he's walking, not too much pain, right?
Oh, no pain.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Very good. Okay. We better sign off, and thank you for both sharing. And I think it's going to work for you. We'll be in touch.
Thank you. All right.
And thank you for those of you watching. Consider subscribing to our channel, and also consider reading the book, which they did, called The Perfect Night's Sleep. It's a really good source to help you understand a little bit more about what we do, why we do, and how I got to the point I'm at. So, thanks again.
All right.